Black Hawk Downer, balls out bowling, and AI rat dicks. On today's episode of 1, 2, 3 Jokes!
Welcome everybody to 1, 2, 3 Jokes, the competitive comedy podcast where we take 3 stories from the news, write 3 jokes about each story, and decide who's written the funniest jokes. My name is Jeremy Martinez.
My name is Ricardo Leon.
I am Bob Timmons.
I'm Carly Kastner.
I'm Amanda Kerberg.
And I'm Vanessa Flores.
Vanessa Flores, our producer. How's everyone doing? Great. Awesome.
I didn't say anything yet. But
I could feel it. I didn't even need to hear it.
Round 1.
Just for the record, I'm doing awesome.
Aww.
You guys,
I was going to ask you, Jeremy, how was your spring break been?
well, funny you should ask, because I'm the only one on this set that does not work at a school. So how are your guys' spring break? I don't get spring break. I'm in the real.
Neither do I.
I'm in corporate America.
Wait, so I'm sidetracking for 1 second, and I do want to talk about spring break, but Rick and Jeremy are wearing the exact same shirt, and I just noticed
happen.
We
it
discussed it before
I walked in the room.
You needed
Late, yeah.
a break from the spring break
Before you were the
conversation?
last person here.
Sorry, I was the last person to walk in, but you guys hadn't been standing together, and I just noticed you're wearing the same bright blue shirt.
No.
Patreon viewers will see our special characters that we utilized.
And YouTube.
Well, just so the listeners know, you guys are holding hands.
We're actually in the same shirt. We're just poking both our heads out.
This is their get-along
My
shirt.
right arm is out. His left arm is out.
Yeah.
Their get-along shirt.
Okay, so aside from the fact that you're wearing the same shirt, I want to talk about spring break. So I've been rewatching the show Gilmore Girls. Such a good show. I haven't watched it since the early 2000s. But when Rory first goes to college, her first semester, it's spring break, and her roommate Paris decide they were gonna have like a normal spring break. Like, we're gonna go to Florida and do like spring break the way spring break is done. And I watched that and I was like, I never did fucking shit for spring break. When I was in high school, when I was in college, it was just like an opportunity to sleep in. But I was at a job, like I still worked. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Like, did you guys ever have a normal spring break?
Well, there's a lot of kids that had friends, Carly. And
Well, you guys know what I'm talking about. It's like going to Rocky Point or going to Florida.
If you have
Like a
the
normal spring break.
resources.
Destination spring
I think
break.
that's not the normal spring break. That's just television's spring break.
Okay, but even on MTV when they used to have like this.
Jesus Christ, MTV's on television.
But there were people there that they were filming. It was on television because people were really doing it.
Did you see this year that Florida put out ads saying, "Don't come, we don't want you"?
Yeah.
Like, literally.
How's that going to work out?
Yeah.
But it was accompanied by a little wink.
Yeah, I think the ads they put out had something to do with burning books and being just terrible in general.
I think that's more like kids who have
Money.
lived privileged lives. Yeah. And so all those people on MTV, their family has money.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I think I could maybe speak for all of us that we didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
No. The biggest trip I ever took is I went to Washington, D.C. to work for Habitat for Humanity over spring break.
Wild, Amanda. Girls Gone Wild, DC edition.
DC charities.
They were like, "Stop it. Just get back to hammering."
Why did you bring the marimba?
But it wasn't like MTV's not like a documentary where they were like, let's go see what these kids are doing in Florida. No, they were like, Pepsi is having a big thing down here, and you can, if you show your tits, we'll put you on a video for money. Yeah.
Well, I mean, but the fact of the matter is, things like places like Lake Havasu, those are spring break destinations. So people do have real spring breaks.
Yeah.
Real people definitely do.
Sure.
Yes.
I wouldn't call them normal though.
Sure, but
Stereotypical.
Are we normal?
I wouldn't call them stereotypical either.
I had
think
a
it's just what's on TV.
Cliche.
That's not cliche, sure.
I had a job in high school, and so my spring break, I was like, I can work like a full 40-hour week and get like a big paycheck. That's what I wanted.
That's
to do.
fucking insane.
That's awesome.
My spring break.
I mean, that's like good.
Topless,
That's
make
sad.
no mistake.
You're like the tips I got that week.
Yeah.
Tips or tits?
Tips I got to put my shirt back on.
Tips or tits? Neither.
Requests.
I made so much money I could pay for that breast implantation.
Anyways, nobody answered my question about spring break.
We're
but-
adults. Like, we work in schools,
I know.
but we don't
That is
get.
it is like kind of.
we still have
We
to
still
show up to
work.
work.
What a
Really?
stupid prejudice.
No, I
We're not
actually had
classroom
spring
teachers.
break. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
But you
Amanda's
still
gonna go to
worked
Florida.
on stuff.
I did. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's when you're in it's like saying like you work at a school and you're on summer break. It's like, no, I still have a job during the summer. I still
Yeah.
have things I have to do for my job. I just don't have to be
You
in
just
a
don't get paid
classroom.
for it.
Yeah.
Well, I have a different
No,
role,
it's
but yeah.
you should,
And also, I have a 3-year-old, so we went to a wet t-shirt contest. I don't know what else
You
you do.
hosted one in the backyard.
Right.
When I worked at a private school, you would get like the whole week off, and it was all right, but it was not worth it for the stress. But yeah, you would get like vacations all the time. Like the Pope sneezed, you have an extra day off.
Oh, that's
Or, like,
great. Oh,
yeah.
you're just waiting for the Pope to get a cold.
Oh,
Yeah.
totally.
Nice.
Goddamn Pope. I hope it gets a cold.
Speaking of cold, let's get into round one because this is a really
Sure.
interesting story. Okay, round one.
Acceptable segue.
A man who crashed in a snowmobile into a parked Black Hawk helicopter.
Snowmobile, not an acceptable segue.
Cold snowmobile. Come on. Oh, I see what you're saying. Like segue, like
really
funny. You're right.
Yeah, that was stupid.
We talked about that longer than I thought.
Man who crashed a snowmobile into a parked Black Hawk helicopter is suing the government for $9.5 million. Jeff Smith was whizzing along on a snowmobile one evening a few years back when something dark happened and appeared in front of him. I read that wrong.
What?
When something dark appeared
Oh
in
no, a
front
dark
of him.
happened.
Something dark happened.
Something dark appeared in front of him.
But also, there was a helicopter.
He hit his brakes, but he couldn't avoid clipping the rear tail of a Black Hawk helicopter parked on the trail. The March 2019 crash almost cost Smith his life and is now the subject of a federal lawsuit by the Massachusetts lawyer. He is demanding $9.5 million in damages from the government. Money he says is needed to cover his medical expenses and lost wages, as well as hold the military responsible for the crash. The last 5 years, there's been surgery, recovery, said Smith, who
Memory
lost the
loss.
use of his left arm. He was hand gesturing with his right arm, of course. Suffered respiratory issues since the crash and hasn't been able to work full time. Smith's lawyers in the years-long court case argue that the crew of the Black Hawk helicopter that flew down from New York's Fort Drum for night training was negligent for parking a camouflaged 64-foot aircraft on a rarely used airfield, also used by snowmobilers.
And we want to thank Eric
your camera,
Hughes,
right?
our good friend, for submitting that story.
Thank you, Eric.
So, well, I guess thanks, because I had a lot of trouble with it. So thanks.
We'll see.
yeah.
We'll see how the thanks goes.
Who would like to go first? Jeremy, you won the last episode.
I did.
Controversial fashion, I might add.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah. I know you wanted that.
Yeah.
So would you like to go first or last?
Let me just check my checklist. Talk about spring break. Have Bob remind me I won last week. Okay, I'm good. Yeah, I'll go
I
first.
haven't checked anything off.
This poor man still. He uses a wheelchair now, and it seems like wherever he goes, Black Hawk helicopters are illegally parked in handicap spaces. Thanks, everybody. Good night.
Enjoy your break.
Enjoy your spring break.
Jeremy has, I guess.
You know, I want to blame Ricky for that joke because
Why?
Because he's wearing a blue shirt.
it was bad. Yeah, the blue shirt thing. You should be supporting your blue shirt buddy. But also, I think you're supposed to go next, right? Are you going next?
Yeah, he's going nuts.
That joke
am I going
obviously
next?
fell flat, and you just sat there and laughed.
It's not my responsibility.
Pretty
And
low.
I don't
Rick,
know why I
pretty
would go
low.
next, but I'll go next.
I thought you guys kind of went this way, right?
We go all kinds of ways.
No.
every which way
Spring
but
break!
loose.
Do you guys remember how I won last week?
Excuse me, that helicopter is the value of 100 kids' college education. If this country cared about such things, oh, sorry, I said that wrong. This is a dumb show.
No,
Okay, excuse me, that helicopter is the value of 100 kids' college educations. If this country cared about such things, and you scuffed it, throw it away. It's ugly now.
Well, it's not the show's responsibility.
To help you write your jokes.
In fairness, the show did just sit there while you struggled.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining about it.
You were complaining.
I said, well, the show does suck.
All right, well, I guess I'll go next. On top of all of that, the helicopter also took up 2 parking spaces. Fucking asshole.
Oh, God. I hate when people do that so much.
Yeah. The helicopter was camouflaged to blend in with the surrounding snow with the sign that says, "Just snow, 6 snowmobile jumps ahead."
What?
The sign said, "Just snow, 6 snowmobile jumps ahead."
Fuck you, Eric Hughes.
Okay.
Damn it, Eric.
Story.
Let me just say that was not Ricky's fault. That one was all Jeremy.
All right, you're not Ricky's fault.
I agree.
I did this exact same scene when I was 7 with my G.I. Joe figures and vehicles. They settled out of court.
Billions of dollars spent to make this helicopter a killing machine, and all you had to do was just put it on a busy road. Sounds like people liked it a lot.
Well, it didn't kill him. It didn't even kill him. It just seriously
Almost.
injured.
Well, that's all you need.
We will no longer use the snowmobile trail as a landing pad for our Black Hawk helicopters, especially since we're not sure where we put all the landmines.
Look, it's my farm, and I did give permission to both the government and the snowmobile. Give them both permission to use the road. But you got to realize this was the same night that I had 2 dates for the annual barn hoedown, and one of those dates was expecting to be my long deceased grandmother. I had a lot going on that night.
Jeez.
I didn't follow that at all.
I'll have to listen back to
Story
this.
sucks.
I thought one date was supposed to be with the helicopter, one date was supposed to be with the snowmobile.
Let's not prolong
use
this
the
one.
helicopter to keep getting back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I have to go to the bathroom.
It's just me shitting, don't worry.
Where's the helicopter? Quick, the snowmobile.
She's like, I don't see Ricky for a while, then something dark appears.
It happens.
Something dark happens.
Yeah. All right, let's get this over with. The harrowing sequel to Black Hawk Down 2, The Fast and the Furious 11, Snowdrift.
That was great.
I'd see it.
That was great.
And they'd make a universal ride out of it, too.
You would see it.
Snowdrift.
Basic.
That's really good.
That's what you should have said. Basic spring break.
And that'll do it for the jokes in round 1. So we're going to go to our resident judge, Amanda Kerberg.
Yeah.
How did you like that round? Let me rephrase.
Was there anything you liked about that?
No specifics, just give us
It
points.
got better. It got better. It got better as it went along. And so I did like maybe a little point inflation here, but it's okay. Good job. You got through it. So, okay, Jeremy, we start out with the handicapped helicopters.
Handicraft?
What? Wait, what?
No.
I like that one. Put 1 for that. I like
Sorry.
Paul Blart
I
2
misspoke,
handicapped.
but yeah, so I gave that a 4. Just Snow, I just gave it a 4. The landmines was great. Let's focus on that. Gave that a 5.
All right. Yes.
Okay, Ricardo. Let's go to Bob next. Bob, we started with the 2 parking spaces. Not bad. Gave that a 4. The busy road, I thought it was just, we were getting better. So you helped with the momentum there. That was a 5.
She's trailing off, ladies and gentlemen.
And then the Fast and the Furious Snowdrift, I thought was delightful. So I gave that a very earnest 5.
Yay.
So, Ricardo, I just wrote boo for the first one and gave you a 3. The G.I. Joe's one I loved, though. I gave that a 5. And then the 2 dates, I think if you just committed more to it, it could have gone somewhere. But
Yeah, commit to your 2 dates.
You're right.
I flew in a helicopter back and forth. How can I commit anymore?
I'm going to have to choose one of my dates, and it's you, Herb Watson, who thought you were going out with my grandmother.
So I give that a 4. So
All right.
Bob won the round with 14. Jeremy close behind with 13. Ricardo a little further away with 12.
Okay, great. Let's get the fuck out of round 2.
Out of
Thanks,
it.
Out of round 1. Damn it. This show does suck.
Thank you, retracted Eric Hughes.
Balls Out Bowling is back. It's back, guys.
Yay.
We're
Better than
nudity.
At Red Lobster.
Endless balls.
Shrimp. All right.
Balls scampi. Drenched in
Coconut balls. Whoa.
Butterfly balls.
Butterfly balls.
Okay, I haven't even gone through
Or Rick's favorite, popcorn balls.
Popcorn balls.
I haven't even gone through the whole story title. Balls Out Bowling is back, where
why it's a good
nudity
story.
is required. Pittsburgh area naturalists are hosting another Balls Out Bowling event where you can bowl in the nude for the ultimate bowling experience. The event is for anyone over the age of 18, whether you're a seasoned pro or a beginner. This event is for everyone. Nudity is required with the exception that women can wear bottoms. Also, sexual activity is not permitted, Ricky. No photography or video is allowed, and the event is a ticket event. No tickets will be sold at the door.
I'm an adult, which means I can do what I want. All right. Let's see if we can handle the 7-10 tit. Split. Let's see if I can handle that split.
Well, I might as well do mine. Women can wear bottoms if they're comfortable showing the 7, the 10, but not the split.
Hey, babe, if you can please bring me that 16-pound bowling ball. I'm not getting anywhere near that ball return.
Nothing more erotic than a nude woman in the ugliest shoes imaginable.
Damn it.
That would be so awkward to see someone naked in bowling shoes.
Plop, 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 plop.
Yeah, that does nothing for your calves.
All right.
Speaking of spring break, one of my students is texting me.
He was about to tell a joke, you know.
I'm sorry. Tell your joke.
We're going to
about
take a quick
balls.
break for
I turned my phone on silent.
Burke.
Go ahead.
for Burke. Finally, a chance to use the hand dryer on your taint. We've all wondered how it felt.
Not sure if it would even be sexy. Yeah, you're naked, but those shoes. Yuck. Okay, Grandpa.
But I hated to follow that one.
You're supposed to what?
I'm supposed to keep my balls out of the gutter, but I don't see why I can't fuck a nude slutty bowler.
Okay.
What?
No, you're not supposed to have sex at the event.
No, that's why I was like,
Rick destroying all the goodwill built up in the first 2 days.
And Rick gives us this face like when we say, Rick, especially you can't have sex. He's like, what? And then he jokes about having sex at the thing.
because that's my sexuality taken control of by me. You're, what's it called?
I don't know. Next
Oppressing
joke.
me.
What's it called? Depressing me.
Oppressing.
You're depressing me.
What's the word? Depressing.
That is the word indeed.
Appropriating is what I meant.
Balls out bowling, not to be confused with balls deep bowling where you don't use your hands.
Huh.
You need a lot of structural integrity to get that ball down the
Yeah.
lane.
You know, and the penis can be a helpful tool to aim the bowling ball, line up at the right arrow. The ball will take a sharp turn to the left.
Oh, you all suck. That was good.
Thank you, Amanda. Filling the silence.
You know the videos that they show, like when you fuck up at the end, it'll be
Oh, yeah,
like,
that has been fun.
"Oops, you just do that, right?
It'd just be like-
That's right."
And he has a big old dong.
That'd be like
Yeah.
a dick going flaccid. It'd be like, meow.
Yeah.
Gutter ball.
Well, round 2 is over with, so we're going to see what Amanda thought.
I think you all excel at ball-related humor, so I thought this was a very strong
Take a
round.
note, Eric.
Okay, so Ricardo, you started out with the tit split. I gave that a 5. The ugliest shoes, great, gave it a 5. And the gutter one, I thought was a really great start to the joke. So I gave you a 5 for the start because I thought it was wonderful. And then it was like, no. But Bob,
Yeah.
we also started out with basically a split. So I gave that a 5. The chain dryer, I love that.
They've renamed
I
it.
love that. That was really funny. So I gave that a 5. And then
Interesting visual.
Well, it's made for it. You can just straddle that thing.
and then the balls deep, I also liked. Gave that a 5. Jeremy, ball return, liked it. Gave it a 5. The ugliest shoes, I just gave you a 4 because when you all do a similar joke, somebody has to
Yeah.
somebody has to lose a little.
Somebody has to go first.
Yeah.
Also, someone has to tell a better one.
So I gave you a 4. And then the left, going to the left on the last one, loved that. Gave it a 5. So going into round 3, Bob is in the lead with 29. Ricardo and Jeremy close behind with 27.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, Eric.
All right, round 3. Oh, more dick stuff. Rat dick among gibberish AI images published in Science Journal. And I'm sure Bob will post this image if you're watching on YouTube, so check it out on YouTube. It is an interesting image of a rat dick that's AI generated and very
Can you describe it?
I have a rat dick phobia.
Can you describe it for the podcast listeners?
It's making me feel what's the word? Upset.
Can you,
I'll describe it. Let's turn the lights down a little bit.
It's a really cute little. It looks like a mouse, not a rat.
like, I would date him.
I would date this mouse. This is like a mouse from Fievel Goes West, the American Tale. Like he's cute. He's super
Now
cute.
describe the important part.
Could
Okay.
you pull some American Tail?
Now it looks totally.
With that
He's
dick,
so
yeah.
cute.
Anywhere he goes, he can get it.
But it looks like his stomach has been surgically removed and replaced by 4 ball sacks that are twice the size of his body.
Well, I think there's only one sack.
And then
4 balls
Well,
in
what
it.
are all these little?
Those aren't the sacks. Those are the balls.
Okay, there's 3 mini balls. They look like meatballs, and then one giant meatball, and then they're all connected by like blood veins to a shaft that like literally is cut off on the top of the image because it's too tall.
It can't fit in the frame. It's so big.
Wow. Who's had that problem at this table?
It don't fit.
Not me. Okay. This week,
Her dick fits in the frame. Just right.
my dick
Just
always
right.
fits perfectly in the frame.
Your dick fits so perfectly in that frame.
Should join our bowling league.
Whenever guys used to send me dick pics when I was on like dating apps, I'd always be like, this is disturbing, but at least it fits in the frame. The scientific journal Frontiers in Cell and Developmental Biology published research
Reach around.
No.
featuring bogus imagery made with Midjourney, one of the most popular AI image generators. The open access paper explores the relationship between stem cells in mammalian testes and a signaling pathway responsible for mediating inflammation and cancer in cells. The paper's written content does not appear to be bogus, but its most eye-popping aspects are not in the research itself. The AI-generated rat diagram depicts a rat, helpfully and correctly labeled.
The rat is what is labeled correctly, is what they're saying.
Oh, it's labeled as rat, whose upper body is labeled as syntolic stem cells. This is a lot of
I
science.
just can't stop looking at this.
I'm very distracted. What appears to be a very large rat penis is labeled as disliced.
Just
with-
nonsense
Desilsed.
words. Desilsed.
A lot of scientific
Disils.
mumbo jumbo.
With insets at right to highlight the eloit serotgmar cell, dick retot. What? Sorry, there's a lot of scientific terms here. that
not
like-
scientific.
They're just overcoming that.
It's
What is
gibberish.
DCK?
It's AI gibberish.
Yeah.
Oh. Because I was confused because it said that everything was labeled correctly, and then it's like it was labeled as.
is labeled correctly.
Oh, okay, listeners, I'm sorry. This is very confusing. The rat, it's labeled as rat, even though it's labeled as rat, even though it looks like a mouse. And then on the image, which is AI generated,
Right.
it's called Desilst Eloit Surtargamar Cell Dick with no eye and Retot.
Dick with no eye.
Dick with no eye. Keep that rat stick away from your eye. It's eye popping.
According to Frontier's editor's guidelines, manuscripts are subject to initial quality checks by the research integrity team and the handling editor prior to peer review process. In other words, many eyes supposedly reviewed this work before the images were published. Oh my God, that wasn't on purpose?
No.
I thought it was making a statement about how AI generations aren't accurate, but this
it
was a
did.
mistake. Holy fuck.
It did.
To the researchers' credit, they state in the paper that images in the article were generated by Midjourney. However, the rat image is glaringly, the Retot image is glaringly wrong, even if you've never cut open a rat's genitals.
If you're one of the few.
Yeah.
Well, we all know
Count me out.
us basic bitches did that over spring break.
Hey, you want to go spring break with me? We're going to cut open a Retot's
Oh, yeah.
I'll grab my remember.
Eloit.
with my 7 fingers.
Okay.
Because you know how I always get
Yeah.
7 fingers.
You're done.
That was not fair. Everybody was playing
know,
stupid
I
shit. Okay.
Yeah, this show's stupid. All right. This could go bad in a couple ways. Somewhere out there is the end of my huge cock.
Oh, you brought out your pecoculars?
These are specially designed.
By cockers. I just have to use a monocle.
Because you only have one
I only have
ball.
one cock.
Jeremy?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Is it-
Is this round 3?
Yeah. You mean
God.
rats don't have 5 hands, 3 testicles, and a urethra with music notes coming out of it?
You thought Pizza Rat went hard? Look at the numerous testes on this guy.
You know how much pizza you have to eat to get that? Looks like the people who are supposed to review these things just don't give a rat's giant throbbing ass. Disappointing.
Well, hate to break this momentum, but one day we'll look back at history and say that this was the moment that scientists stopped all work and started focusing exclusively on how to genetically create AI-generated animals.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Me too. Good job. What happened to you, son? I thought you had a Ratatouille style plan to be the greatest chef in the world, but now you just sit around the house all day with that top hat, like you got the biggest dick in the world on the top of your head. I like that one. I hate it.
Where's he wearing the top hat?
On his head.
Oh,
you
The
like
rat
to
is sitting on
head?
his head with a big giant dick, and since he's got
no, you know what it reminds me of? Do you remember when they put a human ear on a mouse?
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
growing a replacement penis
Yeah.
on a mouse.
Yeah. Oh, that's great, Rick. So when your penis gets chopped off,
They'll put an ear down.
In the ball return at the bowling alley.
yeah, so then you'll finally listen to what women have to say.
whisper it down here, please. It's a new ear.
That's why they call it a whispering eye. You're like, I can't hear you. Talking to my good ear.
Get your crotch right up to the mic so we can hear you.
It's really good.
All right. It's me. There appears to be an overlapping study of huge hogs in this journal.
That's why it's called Huge Hog Weekly.
Weekly.
And that's the reviews.
Yeah. I know you did a Ratatouille joke, but this story reminds me of the adorable AI-generated Disney film about a rat in France who wants to be a scientist, Rudel Toddled.
Wait, can I hear it again?
Rudel Toddled.
It's like the AI couldn't pronounce Ratatouille.
Yeah, spelled it all
Oh, I
crazy.
get it.
The first scientific paper proving that BDE is a thing. Big distilled energy.
Oh my god.
We still don't know what it is, but we know it's there.
Under your top hat.
Readings are off the charts. All right, well, that'll do it. I think we ended strong in this episode.
That
So
was
Amanda
wonderful.
Karberg, who is our
Yeah,
winner?
that was so good. Okay, Jeremy, the music notes, loved it. 5. The genetically creating the animals one was kind of cute, but not as big of a laugh. So 4. And then the Rudel Toodle, it was just so it was just so cute.
Disney's Pixar's.
It was just so cute. So that,
Darsney's Pixar.
Darcy's 6% Rudel
so that was a 5. That was just so cute.
Talk about a sketch we could do. Ricky, are you an animator?
We don't even have to write it. We have the AI write it.
Oh my god, we should.
Yeah, the tough part is performing it.
Sit on your head.
How am I going to make music notes come out of my urethra?
Just gotta believe it.
Okay, Ricardo. Pizza Rat was great. Gave it a 5. The top hat, I was just a little confused, so I gave it a 4. And then the big dick energy with the wrong words was so cute. So that got a 5.
Big distilled energy.
Yeah.
Okay, Bob, we're gonna go backwards. So the huge hogs, I thought was kind of cute. I gave it a 4.
Your huge hogs are cute.
The rat's giant throbbing. That was wonderful. So that got a 5. And then somewhere out there, that was a 6. That was just beautiful. That was beautiful.
It was cute, but it would have been cuter if you had voices for 2 different mice singing to each other across the world.
See that?
you did.
I had a feeling this
Nailed
would
it.
be the criticism. She wanted me to sing the entire song.
I
by
wanted a little
parts.
more. It was a kind of a
No,
tease.
and then the business he was doing with the binoculars was good too.
hilarious.
Yeah, it was really cute. Okay, so what's happening is Ricardo and Jeremy are tied for second place with 41 points, and Bob is returning to his stunning 2024 takeover, 44.
Wow.
Okay.
He's got some big
that how-
distilled energy over
Is that
there.
how far behind you are?
Yeah, you're at the end of my dick over there.
Talking into it, not because that you have an ear there, but because it's like a telephone string. So
You
can-
just tap on it and then like the reverberation
Yeah.
will get back to me. Thank you for your congratulations.
Congratulations.
yeah.
Congratulations.
Let's see, what else we got? Carly, you got any burning questions?
Oh, yeah. I got a question for you.
Has anyone here ever catfished a dolphin? Burning question. Yeah, I want to know what'd you guys do for spring break? No, I do have a burning question. What's the craziest thing that you've seen that's AI generated? Like, have you? Or,
I mean, this
or
rat.
I guess this is pretty crazy.
Yeah, this is
Aside
pretty
from
up
this,
there, yeah.
have you guys used any AI generation to do anything?
Yeah.
What have you been using it for?
Just dumb ideas I had. Like I don't even want to say anymore.
Oh,
I'm
I have
embarrassed.
one.
An image?
Well, I was texting Amanda, and I sent her a rubber ducky
Yeah.
with a knife.
Yeah.
And I sent her a couple of versions just because I don't know what the conversation was. I think she was having a bad day. I'm like, do we need to cut someone?
Yeah.
Some little rubber duckies with knives, and it came out great.
Oh, that's awesome.
Those were AI generated?
Yeah, they were.
Oh my god.
No, the rubber ducky really had a knife.
They existed. Like,
Well, they do
that was
now.
the thing people already wanted.
Ah.
There was a lot of
Oh,
conflict.
it wasn't a rubber ducky with like a real metal knife. It was a rubber ducky with a
Molded.
rubber knife.
to be
Well, it didn't look realistic. It was cartoonish.
That's
okay.
cute.
No, but it was so cute. I really thought, I was like, oh, that's obviously mass produced because there's
It's too cute
It was
to be
so
AI
cute.
generated.
It was so cute.
Like I had to sift through it. There were some weird ones, but no, it was adorable.
We'll see
Some
if
of
we
them
can.
had giant penises.
Some of them were Jeremy.
I'm like, the penis isn't big enough. It's not right.
Not for a man.
They were so cute.
Yeah, you gotta send that to us so Bob can put it in the YouTube video.
Oh my god, yeah, they're
Yeah.
so cute. They were totally like, aw.
What was its name?
Oh, I didn't name them.
Stabby?
Right, I never named them.
His name was Dick Ratot.
I just sent it to
Rubber
you.
Dickie.
Oh, that's cute. So, I every year host a Passover Seder for my family, and what you're supposed to do during the Seder is retell the story of Passover. A lot of people do it in like a play format. So, like, you sit around the table and you read a script, and everyone gets assigned a role. Okay, and I find that to be very boring with the same script every year. So what I like to do for my family is write a new script that's themed every year. So like one year we did like a Batman theme. Last year I wrote a Willy Wonka theme with like songs and everything.
Sacrilegious.
God.
No, it's fun. It's fun. It really is fun.
Yeah, God's like, I like that one.
So
You're
I
going to
was
Shoal for this.
I was really stumped last year and didn't have a lot of free time. So I went into ChatGPT and I was like, write me a Willy Wonka Passover play.
That's amazing.
And it was fucking terrible. Like it was so bad. I think I like tried it.
Or were you jealous?
I ended up writing it from scratch because the first time I generated it, it was like, hi, boys and girls, I'm Willy Wonka, and I'm going to tell you the story of Passover. And then it was just normal Passover. I'm like, that's not it.
AI is lazy.
Amazing.
It was so lazy.
Give me a break, man.
And then the next one, I like tried to generate it again using like a slightly different prompt. And it was like, hey, everyone, come to this chocolate factory so we can hear about the story of Passover. And it was like the same fucking thing. I'm like, this is the laziest. ChatGPT could not have given one shit about my
It's just
request.
also just enabled lazy people to think that they're like making stuff.
Well,
Carly.
I had to actually write it, and I wrote like a whole musical numbers, everything. I worked really
Give
hard
us a little
on it.
taste.
I know. Yeah,
I don't remember.
You can't remember one song.
What? I did write a parody to all the songs, like the Oompa Loompa song.
Loompas, yeah.
It was I can't remember what it was. Let me see if I can find it, and maybe I'll read it on like a Patreon bonus special.
Okay.
We can all read it. We'll take parts. Okay. That'll be fun.
On a previous episode, Jeremy brought some AI into the mix. I
Yeah.
can't remember for what.
It was
Have it write
they
jokes?
wrote jokes.
They wrote jokes.
But
Yeah, that was fun though.
a few maybe several weeks ago, I tried to use AI art to make one picture encapsulating all of the stories of an episode, and one was like Dr. Pepper being served at a Dunkin' Donuts, and I don't know, it was I don't remember the story, but I tried it over a few episodes just to see if we can get something funny to maybe use as our YouTube card or just extra visual content. Didn't work. It was like Eeyore. I tried to have Eeyore robbing a bank, so he had a lot of money, and anyways.
No, it would have been so cute if it,
Yeah.
if it combined all three stories.
Right.
But it was just filthy. It was,
Yeah. I mean, that Eeyore dick.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think we need to
Kept
just
falling
put.
off.
What do you got to be said?
I think we need to put
Pin the Dilson.
1, 2,
bottom.
3 jokes. A competitive comedy podcast where we tell put our intro in there and see what image it comes
Yeah,
up
just
with.
just put a transcription of the show.
Yeah.
Just have it make an
This
AI image of
episode
that.
specifically.
You know what's so funny? I did that, and it was the picture of the rat with the dick.
That's comedy.
where that came
That's comedy.
No musical notes though.
Anyone else?
I did use actually Chat GPT again to try and help. So my mom renewed her vows, and they're like, oh yeah, you're gonna need to like say something at the wedding. And I found out like,
So you put detailed deep bullet points about your mom and said, write me a speech about this woman.
kinda. I was like, give me like a speech to like for this renewal, and Jeremiah was there, and I was like, well, make it more hippie-ish because we were in Sedona, and then like add more like earth elements and not like religion, and it kind of like it was cool, but I ended up just kind of taking a chunk from it, and then I just ad-libbed the rest. And
I would have loved to see like, I'm so happy to be here to celebrate my mom.
She's so disliced.
I ended up using most of it, actually. I just added the last part from your daughter. All right. Well, thank you for watching and listening. Rough sledding at the beginning, but we got
snowmobiling.
So you can find more of us on Patreon for just $3 a month. You get our entire back catalog of episodes, is what I was trying to say.
A cat battle-log.
Episodes such as episode 101. And does anyone know the significance of that?
That was my first episode.
As our newest cast.
Really?
We
Is
got
that
to
true?
101 and we introduced our Cruella de Vil.
Now, can
And
anyone...
I destroyed all their puppies and I gave them kisses.
Now, now I have a little mini game.
Destroyed them.
I gave them too many kisses, so they
They
died.
were never well again.
Yeah,
After she got all of them.
That's where all
somehow
the
she
spots
stuck
came
around. I have a little mini game. What was the first accent she attempted in this episode? Australian.
Italian.
No,
Italian.
I think I know. I think I know.
All right, Vanessa, guess.
British.
All right.
African American.
Okay, this was the
Just
episode
guess.
I was a cast member on, right? I wasn't just a guest.
You were introduced as our new news.
Okay. I vaguely remember. No, I think this was a different
I'll just
episode.
say it.
It was West Southern.
No.
Meth house. Meth? For meth?
West Southern Meth.
West
Southern Methodist.
Methodist. Yeah. Southern Baptist. She tried that one. Scottish. She tried Scottish.
Silly Bill.
Yeah.
Italian.
So that was my French accent?
Today I learned meth is an accent.
Yeah, I didn't expect that. Yeah.
It's just when you don't use your front teeth to talk.
Now, strangely enough, there were several things that continue to this day, such as the accents, such as the meth PSA song that you've sung numerous times.
Oh, that was in that episode?
That was in that episode.
I do remember there was a story about a guy. Correct me if I'm wrong. There was
listen.
No, but this was a really good story. It was a guy who got pulled over
So go
and
check it out
got
on
arrested
Patreon.
for
What are you
doing
doing?
cocaine, but it was really powdered sugar. Is that right?
I don't know.
I don't remember. But
I think that's
on
right.
Patreon.
I think that's right.
yeah, so go back and see how little things have changed. What else? Nothing. Like, share, subscribe everywhere. Links are in the episode description for all our stuff. Thank you.
Space for Humans, also here on YouTube.
There you go.
Yeah, go check that out. What is it? He's not going to elaborate. Very mysterious. Go look. Till then, I'm Jeremy Martinez.
I'm improved that search engine optimization, Ricardo Leone.
I'm Bob Timmons.
I'm Carly Kastner.
I'm Amanda Kerberg.
And I'm Vanessa Flores.
This has been another episode of 1, 2, 3.
Guys.
Discussions.
Our beatbox.